Right lads, welcome to On The Bench TV. How are you all doing this evening? Obviously in this one we will be talking about Liverpool taking on Bournemouth today. 3-0 victory. Good game for the lads today, guys, wasn't it? Thomas Billings straight in there with boom. Right, Thomas mate, how are you today? I've got to keep it down a little bit because my new flat, we ain't got the carpets all down and stuff yet, so it's a bit echoey, and the boy, he's in bed, you know, fresh trim. Yeah, I did have me trim freshed today, we could say. The Kilted Biker says, hey mate, how are you today? I want to start off, guys, by saying justice for the 96. That would be a performance today that the 96 would have been proud of and that, but I think we got to say that one in this live stream, haven't we, guys, because it's coming up the anniversary, isn't it, tomorrow? So yep, I wanted to put that one out there straight away, guys. What are your lot's views on the game today? Was everyone happy? I believe we should all be happy with that. It looked like a comfortable victory for Liverpool Football Club today. Should be, you know, the sort of performance that I expect personally when we play a team like Bournemouth. But we have seen in the past that Liverpool don't always perform like that. But hopefully these days now, that's all behind us and we can carry on doing performances like this, you know. I'd be happy. I'd be happy if Liverpool carry on doing things like this. Sam says, I only managed to see the second half today. Oh no, why is that, Sam? Let me know, mate. First half, you know, it was alright. Nothing special, but it took us a while to get going, in my opinion. And then we finished them off, didn't we? Blue Tick says, hello, you're right, Blue Tick, mate. How are you today, buddy? Hope you're alright. Thomas Billings, straight in there with a justice for the 96. Good lad, good lad. Like to see everyone put in a chat, justice for 96. That's what we want in tonight's live stream. Thomas says, class game from Ox today. Yeah, I wanna talk about Ox today, mate. He was my man of the match. I know Trent got it officially. I want to get your guys man of the match as well for all you lot, because a few people that I spoke to have said Hendo deserved man of the match, Salah, Firmino, you know. A couple of people even said Mane deserved man of the match, but for me, I think Ox deserved it personally. Kilted says, honestly, I believe we were holding back. I do as well. I'm glad you said that, Kilted, mate, because I actually feel like Liverpool didn't really put their foot on the gas today. I don't know why. Are they trying to, you know, not go fully out, like, don't want to get injured? Are they, you know, seeing whether they can control games, you know, like by controlling the tempo of a game, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they wasn't, and it just appeared that way, because that can be the case sometimes, but I don't know, it did appear to me the same as what you're saying there, mate. Gavin, welcome to the stream. Gavin, mate, how are you today? He says, I see Harry Kane is claiming all 7 goals in the LFC and City games and winning the Grand National. Yeah, I see that. He's claiming all them as well. I saw a picture, I tagged my brother in it, of him like going like that, like, and they put like the horse straps on him as well, making it look like he's claiming the Grand National win. It's so funny, all this shit about Harry Kane claiming everything in it. Someone says match of the day on at the moment. Yes, mate. Yeah, I don't really watch match of the day. If I've watched Liverpool, it's not really much point at the moment. I guess there's some big games that was on today, wasn't it? I was disappointed that Chelsea managed to bring that game back today. I know a lot of the geezers, instead of joining me on this, will probably be watching match of the day, but I've been busy up till now. I thought I've got to get a live stream done, and then I want to get my head down, so I thought I need to get my live stream out of the way, you know. Blue Tick says Trent Alexander-Arnold for match, man of the match. I guess you're saying there, Blue Tick. He did officially get it, didn't he? And he did have a blinder to say. Trent's confidence levels have skyrocketed, didn't they? You know, with the Man City performances. So very impressed again with Trent. You know, the commentators today were saying it. You have to remember that he's only 19 years old. Obviously, he was getting a lot of stick, wasn't he, before the Man City games. And yeah, I think we do have to sometimes remember that he is still a young lad. And he has kind of been thrown in the deep end this season. And with Gomez getting injured, even more so. But yeah, another fantastic performance from him. And Robertson again. Robertson, I literally don't have any problems with Robertson whatsoever. He just, you know, he just does his job, doesn't he? He just does what he's meant to do. Shame that he didn't get a goal today. I didn't know this, but a fact that on the game that I was watching today, the commentator said that I believe that he was the only player on the pitch for Liverpool that hasn't scored this season, so it'd be good to get him a goal this year, wouldn't it? That would be quality. Gavin says justice for 96, you'll never walk alone. 96, rest in peace. Quality touch here, Gavin, mate, love it. That's what I like to see. Sam says, I was in the car from 8 o'clock getting back from Cornwall and heard Mane scored over the radio. Oh no. So you've just been to Cornwall then, so that's quality, mate. Cornwall's a lovely place. I love going to Cornwall. We normally go, we was meant to go this year, but, well, we was meant to go, I believe it was about a month ago, but we didn't end up going because of this move and everything. We couldn't go in the end. Blue Tick says game management. Yeah. Like, you know, slowing the pace of the game down, keeping the ball sometimes, just completely dictating play, wouldn't it? At points that game, it looked like it was like a training session. The way they were just knocking it about and that. Towards the end, I felt Bournemouth had a few chances that I feel they shouldn't have. You know, Lovren going off and stuff like that. It allowed them to kind of get a little bit of spark going up the top end for them. I didn't like seeing that because I feel like, you know, with the Roma games coming up and things like that, Liverpool can't afford to do that at any point in the match. I'm not saying at Bournemouth, you know, Liverpool being 3-0 up, Bournemouth are nowhere near that level, are they? Really, but I don't want the boys to have any complacency in their game at all coming up to that. So I don't think they would anyway when it comes to Roma, but I just don't like seeing things like that, you know. Emil, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you today, buddy? He says all players were exceptional today, but Mane and Chamber were lit. Yeah, Mane, you know, Mane has took a lot of criticism this year, and a lot of people saying like his performance levels not at his best and stuff, being moved out to left wing, but he's actually scored more goals than what he has this season than what he has in previous seasons, I believe, if I'm right. I don't know 100% on that one. And he's playing out of he's not playing in his favourite position, is he? So I think he's actually doing quite well, and he's definitely, his confidence levels are starting to go back up again, aren't they? Something that me and my brother was saying, because my brother come around to watch it around here, and we were saying that maybe he was getting a bit too confident today because there was a couple of situations where I felt that Mane should have passed the ball, and sometimes you notice with Mane that if he scores a goal or whatever, sometimes he gets maybe a bit too greedy for my liking. But then, to be fair, you could say that Salah kind of does that every now and then as well, and we don't moan about that. So I give Mane the benefit of the doubt in that situation. As long as he's banging in goals, as long as he assists, things like that, I've got no qualms with that. It was just, I just remember a little while ago where there was a phase where we were saying that Mane's being too greedy, he needs to look up a bit more, you know, Everton game, things like that. I don't want to see that creep back in because I don't want him to get any criticism because, you know, it's not worth it, is it? But Chambo, yeah, absolutely exceptional performance again from him. He's a real driving force in midfield, and to be honest with you, I think the way you're seeing Chamberlain play for Liverpool at the moment is kind of what Klopp's got in his head, I think, by bringing Naby Keita in, because it's similar to how Keita will play in midfield for us. Is that real driving force through the middle. Today you saw it like a lot, especially in the second half from Chamberlain, the way he picked the ball up and just run at him in midfield, and it really did, you know, open up the play, especially on the counter. And I think that's what Keita's job's going to be next year. But having Chamberlain in the team to be able to do that as well, absolutely fantastic. And as well, he, you know, I think he's got the confidence to have a shot at goal now as well. So I'm happy to see him having a few shots. You know, sometimes they go in, sometimes they won't. Today, and he never went in, did it? But he had a couple of close chances. So yeah, all the time he keeps having pops at goal. I'm happy because they will end up going in, won't they? Something that he wants to add to his game, he says it himself, is more goals. He's going to get more goals if he keeps shooting, isn't he? So let's have a look. What else have we got here? Who else have we got in the building? Paul Pugh's in the building. Hello, Dazart. You're right, Paul, mate. How are you today? What was your views on the game, Paul? Let me know, buddy. Blue Tick says we have improved so much by not conceding too many goals and keeping clean sheets. A defence been superb since Virgil van Dijk came in. Yeah, exactly. We got a really, really good home record this year defensively. The defence is definitely improving. Karius also being made #1 goalkeeper, you know, and there's no uncertainty about who's #1 goalkeeper now as well. I think that's helped, not just the goalkeepers but the defenders as well, because they know what to expect each game. They're working together all the time. They're getting used to each other, and you know, that's why I was a bit worried seeing Lovren come off today, because I think at the moment Lovren, Van Dijk with Karius in goal and that, you know, they need to get that partnership, like the tripod or whatever. knowing how each other works and start to work together more and more and more, and the more they work together, the better they will get. So yeah, I don't want to see any of them three drop from the team or whatever because of anything, you know. So I was worried with Lovren. I haven't seen anything on that because I haven't been able to look anything up, because as soon as the game finished I had to rush off or whatever. So if any of you guys got any updates with Lovren, feel free to put it in the comment section or whatever. I did try and have a quick flick on my phone before coming on a live stream, but the main important thing for me was just get a live stream, speak to you guys about what I felt, how I felt the match went and stuff. Like I said to you guys, at the moment obviously I've just moved into this place, so I have got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, so it's not quite as normal, but it will get back to it, you know. But I am doing my live streams as normal again. YK is in the building. Yo guys, you're right. YK mate, how are you this evening? Who's your man in a match, YK mate, for this match? Ahmed, welcome to the stream mate. How are you buddy? Congratulations. I think that Liverpool can do it in the Champions and waiting the next season of the league. Thank you very much mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think, you know, I think Liverpool have got a good chance in the Champions League. If we don't underestimate Roma, which I feel like some fans are underestimating, but I don't think the actual team will underestimate Roma. But interestingly, I've seen something, don't know how true it is, that apparently some of the Roma players told Mohamed Salah or messaged him like saying good luck and basically saying that they didn't really want to get Liverpool in the next round, which, you know, I don't know how true that is, because I don't think they would have wanted Bayern or Real Madrid either. It's the Champions League, you wouldn't want any of the teams. So I don't know how true it is, guys, but, you know, if they've already got that in their heads, then, yeah, it's not a great start for them mentally, is it? But, like I say, that's hearsay, that's just rumours as far as what I'm concerned. But a couple of you guys messaged me about that earlier today, and I saw it for myself, so it is true that there is a rumour about that, but how true the rumour is, I'm not sure at the moment, guys. Paul says, it's great that we are being more consistent in the league, and Trent is a great player with a bright future. Fully agree, Paul, fully agree. If Trent carries on like this, you know, being 19 years old, he's got a massive future, absolute massive future, isn't he? And I like, as well, the consistency in the league. You know, something that my brother said to me today, he said, why can't Liverpool go on and win the league next year, you know? And I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself until we see what goes down in the summer, you know, i.e. who leaves the club, who comes into the club. Are we going to have a good summer transfer window? Are we going to have a bad one? You know, Emre Can's probably going to leave, isn't he? If he goes, are there going to be any other players in and around the first team that's going to be leaving with him? We don't know at the moment, do we? There's some deadwood that will definitely be leaving, but we know that Naby Keita is coming in, which will be a good signing, but who else will we bring in as well? So, you know, next year will be a bit different again, because at the moment, as it stands, we know what the other teams have to offer, and we know what Liverpool are offering, and, you know, we're doing well with how it stands. But once the summer's been and gone, the other teams would have strengthened, some teams may have weakened. Same with Liverpool, innit? So I don't want to sit here and say, yes, Liverpool are going to win the league next year, because that's one of the reasons why other fans tend to laugh at Liverpool supporters, saying you always do it, don't you? And we always kind of get our hopes up and then get let down. So I'm waiting to see how the summer transfer window pans out, and then I'll let you know where my head is at with it. But, you know, if we carry on being consistent the way we are, and we show form like we have this year, well, to the end of this year for definite, then we should be in and around the mix again, as long as we get Champions League football next year again, which we're looking like we're going to get that. If we can win the Champions League as well, then, you know, the kit is looking quite nice as well with the money, and I can't see why we can't attract the best players in the world. Because if you can prove to these players out there, you know, come to Liverpool Football Club, we either got into the Champions League final or we won the Champions League. Plus, we're consistently starting to be in the Champions League now. You know what I mean? And we're competing with the best of them in the league. Why wouldn't you not want to join Liverpool Football Club? You know, that's part of what Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool have been trying to build since Klopp's come in. And that's kind of how I want it to carry on going, you know, but we don't know yet, do we? Adam, you alright, Adam, mate? Welcome to the stream tonight, buddy. How are you this evening? Adam says, yo, Daz, looking like Firmino with the fresh cut. Oh, my teeth ain't as white as this. Great result today. Hope you're doing well, bud, and best of luck with the new house. Thank you very much, Adam, mate. Yeah, it's coming on, mate. The gaffy's coming on a little bit, you know what I mean? Got some things to still sort out. I didn't... My boy's bedroom furniture I haven't even sorted out at the moment. I've still got that to do, but today I've been trying to sort out the car and that so I can get that for its MOT and things, you know. Oh god, it's too much, boys, it's too much. But yeah, no, it's lovely. The new place is absolutely lovely, lads. For anyone that actually gives a shit, we're very happy with this place. Riley's got his own bedroom in this one. He absolutely loves it, but he's ill at the moment, bless him. Like, he's got a temperature of 40, so he's like poorly. You know what it's like when they're poorly, guys. Any of you lads that have got kids, they're so clingy, aren't they, when they're ill? Like, and he's a bloke as well, so you know, like, we're not good when we're ill, are we, lads? YK says, excellent game. We are truly spoiled of late. Yeah, Liverpool fans are having a nice little run at the moment, aren't we, really? Let's hope it lasts, eh, YK? I'm not going to moan because it wasn't too long ago that everyone was having a bit of a torrid time, wasn't it? I don't think it was ever as bad as what we actually thought it was, but we was just there was a few weeks, weren't there, where I just felt like every time I did a live stream there was so much negativity, and now I got to the point where I was like, I don't know whether I want to do a live stream tonight because everyone's just going to kick off. And I felt like I was taking a flak for the team, you know. I was like, I don't want to do it. Congratulations, Daz, on your new home. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, mate. The Kilty says, I used to live in Cornwall. Did you, mate? Cornwall's absolutely beautiful, mate. My missus has got family in Cornwall, so we go to Cornwall a couple of times a year normally. We haven't took my son to Cornwall yet, so we really want to take him there to see her family and that. But they're down here at the moment, actually, as it stands. So hopefully over the summertime we're taking. But we wanted to get in here. Got a few things sorted out as well. I've got some things to sort out with the company and all. I've got loads of stuff to sort out with the business. Once I get that sorted, we'll see where we're at, lads. Thomas says Henson was also fantastic today. Yep. You're not the only one that thinks that, Thomas. A lot of people saying that to me. I thought he was good today as well. People are quick to have a go at him when he has a bad game, but also we have to give him credit when he puts a performance in like that. Fully agree. I fully agree, Thomas. I think it goes without saying. I think, you know, I'm one of the first people to say, if players get stick and that for having bad games, if they have good games, you've got to give them, you know, their due when they do have good games or good spells or whatever. But something that I always say, and Henson will fall into this category, is, you know, they've got to be consistent with it. And it's the only downfall that I'd say about players like Henson, Lovren and that. At the moment, they're playing good, and I want them to continue with that. So I praise them for having these good games and everything, and I back them. Even when they're playing bad, I do back them. I just want to see more consistency levels, which they're doing at the moment. But they've got to keep it up, haven't they, you know. But yeah, he had a quality game today. I think the lads did really, really well today. And might continue, innit, really, you know what I mean? But when people say to me, oh yeah, 1 minute you say a player's good, next minute you say like he's had a bad game and everything, like make your mind up or whatever. I'm like, you know, I'm not one of these that is like that. Like I always say, it mainly comes down to consistency for some players for me, and Henson's one of them players. So I'm pretty fair with it. If I have a bad game, I say it as it is. You know, I absolutely love Mohamed Salah. Did Salah have his best game today? No, he didn't, did he? He scored a brilliant goal today, but was he on his best form today? I don't think he was, but he still did what Salah does, and that scores goals, that cause problems. And even when he's not on par, you know, he's still a massive threat, isn't he? So I don't care, as long as Salah's on the pitch and does what he does, that's all that matters. But you know, it's something that you've got to say about Salah. Salah doesn't fall into the bracket of he needs to be more consistent, you know, whereas Henson, Lovren, those are the sort of players that need to be more consistent. Trent's been fantastic recently, but you know, for a young lad, would you put him in a category of he's got to be more consistent? Because of his age, I wouldn't say that I would start to put him in that yet. I think he needs a few more years before I start to say you've got to be more consistent if you want to be a Liverpool player. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few things of why I say certain things, guys, like on my channel and that. I'm only saying that now because certain people try and call me on certain comments that I've made on the channel in the past. So I try and cover myself, you know, so I don't get someone message me after a live stream saying, why did you say that? You know, I'm like, look, I'm only saying. Where was I? I've got to try and find where I was now. Good. There's loads of people just joined, look. I think I'm back there, lads. I think I'm back there. Thomas, oh, that was where I was. Kilty said it could have been a tricky game for us. It definitely could have today, mate. It definitely could have been. They're a good team. I actually rate Bournemouth. I think they're quite a good team. They got their way of playing and they stick to it. You know, they got a good manager as well. I quite rate him, to be fair. Emil says, I'm all good, mate. Glad to hear it, Emil, mate. Always glad to hear that you guys are good. Paul says Mane has come through his bad patch. Yep, and he's a very humble player. I think he's one of my favourite players. Yeah, he is very humble. You know what I mean? Like, I never feel like there's anything nasty with Mane. You know, even when all that was going on and certain rumours flying about saying Mane and Salah falling out and stuff, I didn't believe none of that. I just thought Mane, you know, had been played out of position a little bit. Was having a bit of a torrid time. It happens with players, doesn't it? But it's good to see him starting to play with more confidence again. The goals are coming. You know, that goal today, he's in the right place at the right time. Quick reactions, bang, gets his goal. You know, that's what we want from Sadio Mane, and it's just to be in the right place, have them fast reactions that we're used to with Sadio Mane. That's what he's good at, isn't it? Fatal Frags, right, mate? Welcome to the stream, buddy. He says great result today, but I just can't stop thinking about Roma. I know what you mean, Fatal. I know what you mean. Roma's in there, isn't it? Constantly. We was talking about Roma pretty much the whole game. Me and my brother sitting watching it. We was like, oh yeah, what do you reckon of this? What do you reckon of that? Oh, Roma this, Roma that. You just can't help it, can you? You know, it's the end of the season now with the Premier League, and you kind of thinking to yourself, 3 points today. Chelsea managed to get their comeback, didn't they? Which I would have liked them to draw or lose today, especially with the way that game went. We was thinking, yes, lose points today. That way Liverpool can definitely rest players before, like, or around Roma. But it doesn't matter, does it, too much, I guess. But yeah, it's all about the Roma games, isn't it, really, now for us? We should secure Champions League football, shouldn't we, for next year? So the main thing is concentrate on the Roma games. Mikey says, new gaff, Daz. Indeed, Mikey, indeed. Do you like my humble abode, my friend? It is, mate, it is my new place. Mikey says, he's big, he's hard. Here, put your striker on his arse. Van Dijk, indeed. Hope you're good anyway, Mikey, mate. How are you today, my friend? Paul says, I think we done well today. The players all put in a shift. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. It's very easy to like look at the Bournemouth side today and think Liverpool should have walked all over them anyway. Should have been like 5-6-0, you know. But Bournemouth are a good team, like I say. They got their way of playing. They showed at the end of the game they got a bit of flair in them. They can cause problems attacking wise. You know, Liverpool still had to turn up today, still had to do a job. We kept a clean sheet as well. Bournemouth could have got a goal today, but they didn't. Liverpool still come away with a clean sheet, still did what we do. All three of the strikers scored a goal again. Absolutely amazing the way them three just keep scoring and keeping clean sheets as well. It's top draw from the lads, actually, to be fair. The midfield all seem to look so balanced today as well. Wijnaldum does what Wijnaldum does. Ox is starting to... He's absolutely fantastic for me with what he's doing now. And Henson just looked so solid today at doing what he does, you know, for the team. It was brilliant today, absolutely brilliant. We never looked like we was going to lose a game today. You know, something that... who was it? I can't remember who it was. It was someone after the game said it to me and, you know, said Liverpool didn't look like they was going to lose at any point in the game today. They was confident that we was going to win that game fully. And I was like, I must admit, I was just sitting there watching the game thinking, it's 3 points. Shouldn't have been, because Bournemouth are a good team and you've got to respect them. But I didn't think at any stage of that game that Liverpool was going to walk away without the 3 points in this one. Which shows you that how good Liverpool are now and how far we've come. I'd say within the last 3 months, it's probably fair to say. We definitely upped our consistency levels in putting teams like Bournemouth away, haven't we? Emil says, during the game I realised we crossed a bit more than usual. Yep, I thought at least. Do you reckon we may have done that to prepare for Rome, who will likely sit back? I don't know. I don't know whether we would have probably done it to prepare for Roma. To be honest, I think Klopp's probably, had a game plan for Bournemouth today, whether that was part of the tactics for this or whether that was just the lads found that they was getting a bit more freedom in the wider areas, so they was going with the crosses. I think Liverpool seem to cross and play a bit longer than what they used to, quite a bit now. It just, in my personal opinion, anyway. But maybe they would have looked at the Roma tactics and that. Maybe Klopp has said to them, see how you can play on the wings. Maybe he's trying to test a few things there. I don't know, mate. I don't really know what will go on there. But for me personally, I think maybe today Klopp might not have really looked too much into it, because we got a little while, haven't we, until the Roma game really. I think this game Klopp would have said, go out there, do this for this game, and then a couple of training sessions will now start to work on what's Roma's weaknesses, what do we need to work on, what will Roma try and do to break us down, things like that, but I don't know, I could be wrong. You may be onto something there, Emil, mate. Who knows, buddy, who knows what it would be to be a fly on the wall, at training or anything, or in the manager's office. That'd be so good, wouldn't it? Hope Lovren's injury isn't as serious as we think. Me too, mate, me too. Like I say, I haven't seen anything, mate, so really like Firmino says, YK, me too, mate, me too. Thomas says, Liverpool released an update on Lovren earlier. The update was basically that there was no update, Liverpool Twitter. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. Like I say, I tried to have a quick flick on my phone and I couldn't see anything, so I was kind of hoping that one of you guys had seen anything a little bit more than what I had, because I couldn't find anything. But I briefly had a quick look. I didn't look into it like too much. So I also enjoyed Ox's energy, says YK. Ox is full of beans, isn't he? I'd like what Ox has, like for breakfast or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe he has some Weetabix or something. Be good to ask him, wouldn't it, in an interview? Sam says, stream's lagging, gonna try and come back later. See you, boys. Alright, Sam. Hopefully it's not lagging too much for you, Sam, when you come back later. I'm only joking, Sam. That was just me just messing about a little bit, mate. Pull in your title. I think I did a few robotics there as well. Bit of a break dance move, the old school. Just need a bit of electro music. Hopefully we get news on Lovren's injury in the next 24 hours. Yeah, I reckon we will. We should get an update by tomorrow. By tomorrow lunchtime, I believe we should know. Hopefully, guys. That's the norm anyway. Depends on how serious it is, really. Fatal says, do you think Ox will be a starter next season? I'd go as far as saying that he will definitely be one of our names that Klopp will be looking as a starter. It all depends on how Naby Keita comes. If he hits the ground running, Naby Keita is definitely on the starting list. Chan looks like he's going. Hendo's going to be a starter probably, under Jurgen Klopp. So there's going to be a few players fighting for it. But I think, personally, you'll see Ox and Keita rotating, because I definitely think that Ox and Keita are going to be doing a similar role in the team. That's how I look at it, really. So I don't know, but I think Ox has got a lot more to give us, to be honest. Them two will be the driving force in the midfield. So we'll have a lot of games again next year. So it'd be good that we've got that option of having both them, that way you don't have to change up your play too much. But it'd be quite deadly having both of them in there, but maybe they'd be too similar. I'm not saying that they're both exactly the same players, but you have to be careful with that one. You don't, like today, our midfield looked quite well balanced, didn't it? But if you put both of them in there, I don't know, it might work. We don't know yet, do we? We have to see them in pre-season, I guess. But I think maybe pre-season, towards the end of pre-season, will give us a bit of an inkling of where Ox will be at. But he's definitely improved a lot since he joined Liverpool, and I think he's got a lot more to give us as well. And he shows signs as a captain for me as well. In the future, Van Dijk's also captain material, isn't he? So all depends on Mr. Kloppage, doesn't it, on what he thinks with the lads and that. But I think Ox is fantastic, mate. I rated him before he come in. I knew he was going to be quality for us, and he hasn't proved me wrong so far. He's still got a way to go. He still can improve in certain areas, but he's our one threat at the moment at driving forwards and having a pop from outside the box. You know, Henson gets on the ball outside the box. He looks to pass it, doesn't he? Wijnaldum looks to pass it. Well, his Ox is straight away looking to get a shot off. So I like that about him, man. YK says Mane looks very impressive with his runs. Yep, I like the fact that our front three is so fluid. Me too, mate. It's also great that we have such good wide options. Fully agree, mate. Fully agree. Paul says I think he will if he gets better at what he does. The Ox. Yep. Depends on Kate coming in and how Lallana gets on. Yes, YK, that's another big thing to think about as well, guys. Obviously, Lallana's suffered a lot this year with injuries, so we need to see how Lallana's injury problems carry on next season. Hopefully, Lallana's fully fit next year, because you've got to remember, Lallana was like one of the first names on the team sheet, if not the first name, wasn't he? But this year, coming back from injury, it looked too lightweight, wasn't match sharp or anything. I wish him all the best. I hope, you know, he recovers fully, and we'll only be a better squad if Lallana's fighting for them positions as well. Leon Roberts, oi oi oi, you're right, Leon, mate. Welcome to the stream tonight. Hope you're good, Leon, mate. Paul says, Daz, I'll have another list of players for you soon. I think Klopp should look at it. Yes, mate, send them my way and I'll send them over to Klopp. We got to find out how to send them to Klopp's iPad, didn't we? We know that he's got a list of players on an iPad, don't we, somewhere? Leon says, I think he should get Milicevic from Crystal Palace and a high Paul. You good, mate? Yep, Daz got the best news. Leon, what's this news? Tell me, Leon. I'm excited now. Tell me what this news is. Thomas Billing says, need to set up Riley's tent in the background, Daz. Oh yeah, that's what we're missing, isn't it, mate? That is what we are missing. Is the old school tent. We ain't even set up here. I ain't even set up yet. We've got a cool wall sticker for his bedroom though, guys. It's like the deep blood red colour of like the Liverpool home kit this year. I mean, it's got the year that he was born as a number. I mean, it's got his name on it with like a little football as well, but it's a kit. It goes on the wall. It's going to look sick because he absolutely loves football and he absolutely loves Liverpool. So yeah, it looks well good. I can't wait to put that up in his room, but we've got to build that bloody wardrobe and put it in there first so we know where we're putting the stickers. How come, Paul? What's up? Huh? Oh. And Paul's a little under the weather. Hope you're alright, Paul, mate. Hope you're alright. Not good to hear that. Congrats on the new digs. Thank you very much, YK, mate. Thank you very much. Paul says, just a touch of the flu. Oh, mate, this flu thing keeps going round, doesn't it? I'll be fine after a good night's sleep. Good to hear it. He says, yes, mate, just have a brew or a pint and sleep for man's cure, eh? Yeah. Will Kane claim Ericsson's goal today? Laugh myself. Kane will claim anything, wouldn't he? Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that we'll see Harry Kane start to do like insurance claims adverts and that next year. Do you know what I mean? If I run an insurance company, I'd want Harry Kane on my adverts. That would be the funniest thing ever. It would be the best advertising in the world, wouldn't it? He just jumped on me big time. I think, right, I'm going to have to go with it because it's not even letting me up anymore. Hopefully I won't miss too much. Salah is scoring goals to get noticed by Real Madrid, says Paul. Hopefully that's not the case. That's what I put, Mikey, didn't I? Says Leon. Tell me, what have I missed? Hopefully I won't miss too much, guys. So if you put something that I've missed, lads, and you want me to see it, re-put it because it won't let me go back up any higher on the chat. The Kilted says, I think Salah has found his home. As long as we keep building and win some trophies, I believe so as well, Kilted. That's all we got to do is just start to win trophies and these lads will be alright, you know. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Mike says, yeah, I read the first comment and then started typing mine. Then when I sent it, I seen what you put and was like, shit, literally just said that. Paul, I think Salah should stay at Liverpool. The fans love him, and at Real, they won't show him the same respect. Even Ronaldo gets booed by Real Madrid. Fans of Coutinho gets grief. The grass isn't always greener. Exactly. Anfield's pitch is very green. It is very green. If you've never seen Anfield's pitch, it's very, very green. And Actor, you're right, mate. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you tonight? Mo Salah, come on, LFC. Looking forward to Roma in the Champions League. Same here, buddy. Same here. Can't wait for that game. Still going to be nervous going into it, but can't wait for it. Anyway, it's another step closer, hopefully, to that Champions League. 6th time of winning it, hopefully. Thomas Billings says, love Hendo saying in his interview that Salah was going to claim all the goals. I know. All the Liverpool players are taking pops at Kane, aren't they? It's absolutely brilliant. Leon says, you heard about Dybala thing? What about Dybala thing? Is that about Liverpool like wanting Dybala, is it, or something? Because I think I saw something like somewhere about that, but I never clicked into it because I was like, it's got to be bullshit, surely. Jake says, yes, Daz, yes, Jake. How are you tonight, buddy? What was your views on the game, Jake? Lie to me with your views, buddy. Thomas Billing says, personally, I think the mid three next season will be the new six, whether that's someone like Ndidi or Jorginho and Keita and Ox or Keita and Genie. Can't see Keita being dropped for any game. Yep. Jake says, Marius made a top save. Karius made a top save today. You think we should splash out for a goalkeeper? I'm guessing that means, yeah, you put that down below. I don't think we're going to splash out for a top goalkeeper in the summer, Jake, to be honest. I think we stick with Karius. I'm waiting to see what happens with Mignolet in the summer. Will he stay or will he go? With his recent comments, it sounds like he's willing to stay and fight for a position, but will he really? Is he just being professional? Which, if he's being professional and coming out with that, then fair play to him. He's not shouting from the rooftops that he wants out. He's been treated unfair, which, you can't ask for much more, can you, from the lad, really? So, I'm happy about that from Mignolet, but if Mignolet goes, then I think you'll see someone like your Jack Butlands or Pope or whatever come in, to be fair, someone along them lines to compete for number one. But I think Klopp is happy with Karius. Karius was brought in for number one spot, so I think Karius will have another season in between the sticks to prove himself. But I would have loved to have seen someone like Oblak or Alisson or whatever come in. But Karius has improved quite a bit already, but he's still got a little bit to prove on a consistency basis for me. I don't think the time that before the summer transfer window that he's had to prove himself as number one goalkeeper is really long enough to prove that he deserves to be Liverpool's number one goalkeeper. So give him a bit longer all the time. He's keeping clean sheets and not really fucking up, let him keep going. But yeah, if it costs us, then obviously that won't be good, will it? But hopefully it doesn't, mate, if that makes sense. Paul says, Liverpool are looking at a player from Sporting Lisbon. He's going to cost 83 million. Who is that, Paul? Let me know, mate. Let me know. There's a deal and talks between us and Juvie. Chan and Dybala swap with 90 mil. Chan and Dybala swap with 90 mil. Well, it would just be Dybala then, wouldn't it? Surely. It would just be us paying 90 mil for Dybala, because Emre Can can go to them anyway, can't he, Leon? Because he's free to go to whoever he wants in the summer, so he can literally go for nothing. So Liverpool ain't got a say in that. So I'm guessing then, if there's any truth in it, Leon, that it would just be Liverpool trying to pay 90 million for Dybala. But that would be good. I'd take that. I would pay 90 million for Dybala. But do I reckon that Liverpool could sign Dybala for 90 million? No. I think if you're looking at Coutinho for the price that he's gone for, Juventus aren't stupid. They're going to want a lot of money for him. He's a top player, isn't he? So, that's great news, Leon. I'm delighted for you and your mum. I've missed something here. Oh, Leon says, my mum is cancer-free, Dad. She's cancer-free. The surgery worked. Yes, Leon. You absolute legend. I'm so happy for you, Leon. Everyone, that is amazing news, Leon. Everyone say, congratulations, Leon, in the chat. Leon, mate, I am so happy for you. Oh, my God. That is top news, mate. I'm so happy. Leon, I told you, man. Positivity, mate. Positive. Always be positive. That is you've really made my day now. I'm well happy for you, buddy. And I'm happy for your mum and the rest of your family as well, man. That's so good. I'm so glad I didn't miss that comment. I just saw Paul put that thing and I was like, what? But yeah, that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, mate. Wow. You can tell my cheeks. Can't stop smiling now. Leon, mate, that's so good. I can't even think what I was talking about. You'll never walk alone, Leon, and your mum as well. That is absolute quality, man. I'm so chuffed for you and your family, honestly. Where was we? Kilted says, that's funny. Claim with Kane. Get the money you deserve. Yeah. I'd love to see it, Kilted, wouldn't you? Bluetick says, didn't you feel like that Salah was a bit different in this game? Yeah. Salah was slightly off for me. I think he was like not fully on his game today, but he still scored, didn't he? You know, to be honest, I think that, is it Inaki or whatever his name is? I think he did quite well against Salah today. I think Salah would have had a bit more joy, but I think Inaki did quite well today, to be honest, against him. So that probably had part to play in it. I don't know. You know, I guess even if you're one of the best players in the world, you can't be at your best all the time, can you, as well? A couple of the touches that Salah had today let him down a bit, didn't it? But he can't do it all the time, can he? Kilted says, professional grass at Anfield, Daz. Yes, mate. Absolutely love it. I wish I could touch it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you look at it and I'm like, mate, I would literally lick that grass. Leon says, blue tick. Like, he acted cocky. Where was I? Paul says he's probably saving his body for the Champions League semi-final. Could well be. Just trying not to get injured, maybe. Could be that, couldn't it, guys? Kilton says Mings will go in the summer. I kind of hope so, you know. But respect to him if he does go in the summer, because he's not shouting it from the rooftops, as he's been professional. Leon says, Paul, I thought he's just played different a bit. Yeah. Thomas says, Carrie's literally just made that save on Match of the Day, right, as you were talking about him. That's fucking weird, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Conspiracy theory, the government are listening to me and they're playing what I'm saying on Match of the Day. Have you guys not ever noticed that if you talk about something, like, you know, you got your phone on you, and you talk about, like, I don't know, I need a new blind for my window. You go on Facebook or on the internet and you get adverts pop up about blinds or stuff. And I'm not talking about people that need, like, a walking stick and, like, a guide dog. I'm talking about blinds for your windows and stuff. Like, weird, mate. They're listening. They're listening, guys. Conspiracy theorists. Carrie's literally just smacked. Oh, I saw that one, didn't I? Right, that was where Paul said, I wouldn't think Salah would try to be cocky. Maybe he just felt happy at getting his 30th. Yeah. Going to bed soon. I'm done in. Okay, Paul, mate. Yeah, I will have to shut it down in a minute, lads. Like I say, I've got to get my head down. I've got to be up early doors in the morning as well, guys. Michael Dunn says, hey, Dad. Hi, Michael, my friend. What was your views on the game before I shut it down, bud? Hey, mods, and all in the chat, get in. What a nice few weeks. Come on the Paul. You're never all clone. 3-0 today. What a result. And Salah gets his 30th goal. Indeed he does, Michael. Hope you're well, Michael, mate. Thank you for joining us tonight, Michael, my top mod. Thomas Billion says, congrats. Paul says, congrats, Leon. YK with the congrats. Very happy for you, Leon. Michael, you're late. Love Fossil, says Paul, yeah. So yeah, everyone's congratulating Leon and his mum. That's proper. That is proper good. Leon says, props. If we win the Ultimate Champions League, Daz, we can get anyone. And thanks, Daz. I was crying. You're welcome, Leon, mate. And yeah, mate, of course you was. Do you know what I mean? Like, bloody hell. Leon, mate, I would cry. I would cry so much if that was me as well in your position, mate. It's like the best thing ever. Like, I'm so happy for you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Like, things like that, man. You know, that's what I said. You just got to stay positive, and you just got to, like, be as strong as possible for your mum, and, you know, just be there for her. And I'm so happy that it's turned out good. You know, that's the main thing, isn't it? Michael Dunn says, congratulations, Leon, you legend. I'm happy for your mum, mate. You're never alone. Paul says, it's always good to get good news when you have a family member ill. Yep, fully agree. Leon says, you're never alone. Carries my mum. And thanks, everyone. It means a lot. You guys are close mates that I've never met. It means a lot. Exactly, Leon, mate. We're all mates now, aren't we, buddy? We do speak a lot, obviously, when I'm not in the middle of a move and stuff, like moving house and stuff. I pretty much live stream every single day, don't I? So we do talk pretty much every single day, don't we? So we're like pen pals, aren't we? But on YouTube, sort of. Like, I don't know what we're YouTube pals. Like, where was I? Paul says, Michael, stop looking at Pornhub, dude. Yeah. Kilty says, congrats, Leons. God bless. Yeah. Leon says, this channel is where I can get loose to you dads and you guys. Yeah, man, exactly. That's what my channels are about. You guys know that. Thanks, Royal Star. YK says, one must wonder if Salah still has a bit of niggle and is on the mend. Could well be. Hopefully not, though, but Maybe. I don't know, because I feel maybe if he's got a bit of a niggle, would Klopp risk it? Would Salah risk it? You know, against Bournemouth, we could have afforded to rest him when we got the big Champions League games coming up. Hopefully, we wouldn't risk it. But, you know, that's where my head is at with it. Or is Salah playing but not saying? I don't know, but I just would hope that they wouldn't be stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? Why, okay, but I hope that's not the case anyway, either way, innit? Tom Conley, you right, Tom, mate? How are you this evening, buddy? Hey, Daz, and all you legendary red men on here. Respect to the 96. Yep, justice for the 96 again to anyone who's just joined. And hope you're all right tonight, Tom, mate. What a game it was today, guys. Easy victory, really, wasn't it? Leon says he was watching anime, for God's sake, Paul. Yeah, probably. My dad had a full Easter Sunday and had to get stitches. He's 86. He's okay, thank God, yeah. Yeah, thank God for that, man. It's not good when you fall when you're old, is it, man? You know, like, easily, like, damaged, aren't you? Like, Michael Animal Farm doesn't count, bro. Leon, Daz, thanks for being here for me and everyone. It makes me happy, very happy. You're welcome, Leon, mate, anytime. I tell all you guys, I'm there to talk to anyone like I was for you, Leon, and like I would be for every single one of my subscribers. That's what we like to do. Mikey says 4 players we should sign are 1 goal keeper, 2 Jorginho or Ndidi, 3 Manolos or Manoles, however you say it, 4 Thorvin or Thavin, Shaqiri or Inaki Williams. Good list there, mate. I like that, Mikey. Someone else said to me about Shaqiri recently, saying he could be quite a good signing. I actually agree. Inaki Williams is a young, like, talented player as well that we've been linked with in the past, didn't we? So I think that's a good shout and all. Michael says I'm great, as mate. Good to hear it, Michael. I'm very happy about that. Tom says you look tired, Daz, bud. Get the head down. See you into the new house then. Best of luck with it. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I'm absolutely shattered, but I had to do a live stream tonight because obviously we played earlier and that, but it's good. I'm trying to keep it a bit quiet because the boy's ill. He's in bed with the missus. But yeah, I'll be all right. I've been going for it's coming up an hour, so I will shut it down in a minute. But I wanted to speak to some of you guys about the game today. You know what I'm like. I'm addicted to YouTube, guys. I needed my fix for today. You know, game day, match day. Good point. Dad says, "Why? Okay, true. Yeah." That's my only worry, is that I don't think that they would risk him, you know. Paul says, Michael, don't be shy. Leon says, does. Is there any other way of contact except Twitter? Yeah, my email, Leon. You can email me, which is, let me have a look, buddy. Let me have a look. Let me just make sure I got it right. On the bench, lfc@hotmail.com. It is in the description. You can email me on that. A lot of people, actually. I think a lot more people email me to that email address than what I actually get messages on Twitter. So people message me on Twitter, and they message me on Facebook, on my page on there. People text me now as well, but that's people like that I've met and things. I don't give out my mobile number really, but there's a few of you guys that I've met up with now from YouTube and stuff, and like there's a couple of you lads as well that I'm working on things with for the future, so you've got my personal number. But yeah, a lot of people seem to contact me via that email. I'm happy to do that, if you know what I mean. But Twitter's fine and that, but I find with Twitter and that, you know, especially at the moment, I haven't been checking it as regular because I'm mad busy. But once I get all this sort of stuff sorted out, guys, I'll be back on top of it all and that, you know what I mean. It's just, I've just been mad busy, lads. Obviously, personal life, moving house and things. It just takes up all your time. Like I say, this isn't a job for me. It's just a hobby speaking to you lads, you know. So hopefully I'll be able to stay on top of it more recently. But the amount of messages that I actually do get from you guys, it's not impossible to keep up with when I'm not doing anything, let alone when I am moving house, you know, like, it's crazy. Maybe Salah wants the 4-goal cushion. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's definitely going for that, isn't he? So that's a good point as well. Well, okay. Yes, Leon, we're all here for you, mate. Don't ever forget that, mate. Indeed, Michael. Leon says, thanks, Michael. Thanks. Oh my God, Paul. Abron, you're welcome, Leon. Right. Paul Riley, I hope he feels better soon. Daz, thank you, Michael, mate. Me too. He's on his antibiotics, so hopefully it starts to kick Doctor says about 5 days. He's been ill for about 2.5, 3 days. So hopefully he's going to come out of it tomorrow. Hopefully. Temperature of like 40, so it's not good. He's like a little radiator, bless him. Mikey says, Daz, what do you think to the recent World War III rumours? What? Real life World War III? I don't know, to be honest, Mikey. I don't know what to think on it all, to be fair. I think everyone should just keep to themselves. Stop pissing everyone else off, innit? Yeah, I'm not really fully up on everything that's going on, like with the politics and that, but I think, to be fair, like, it sounds all a little bit cat and mouse to me. It sounds like everyone's just trying to be Billy Big Bollocks. You know, like, oh, if you do this, we do that, and if you do that, then we retaliate like that and stuff. And I'm just like, whatever, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, all I care about is being my little nest, you know, my little family. You know, I don't want to be bombing anyone. I don't want anyone bombing me. You know, like, as long as Liverpool win the Champions League, I got me cup of teas, you know, that's all I'm happy about, lads. Michael says, Paul, Russia and America will never go to blows. It's all saber rattling. Apparently they're up there on a satellite together, and do you know what I mean? Like, most of the time, so that's all I'm gonna say. You know, like, they're like, we hate each other, but in the other breath we're working together in outer space. I don't know. You know what I'm like, guys. Oh, poor Riley does. I know, Michael, I know. Right, guys, I am going to have to shoot off because I am knackered. You know what it's like. Paul says it's all about gas and oil control and the petrol dollar. Of course it is, Paul. Of course it is. There's always hidden agendas. It's all about money. It's all about world domination. It's all the new world order, lads. That's what it's all about. The new world order's kicking in. Mark my words. One world government. That's what I believe. Mike says, I don't think we'll ever get bombed like what happened in World War II. No, I think planes would get shot down way before they could ever get to England. Yeah. Tom says, anybody fancy an ice cream? Maybe a Knickerbocker Glory. Knickerbocker Glory. Oh, mate, I forgot about that, Tom. Thank you for bringing that one up. Liverpool win the Champions League, guys. You heard it here first, says Michael. Oh, I hope so indeed, mate. Paul says, Daz, I'm on a mission still. 1,000k knickers and sniff them, laugh my ass off. That's a lot of knickers, Paul. That is a lot of knickers, I'm not going to lie. Right, on that note, I'm going to go to bed because Paul is on a mission. You know, all I want to do is go to sleep, Paul. That sounds like a hell of a lot of work and I'm very tired. Don't want to be thinking about it. I'm getting desperate. That sounds like it, mate. Right, lads. I'm going to go. Daz, did you know that our Champions League draw was fixed? Mikey, mate, it was 2005. It was all bullshit. It was all bullshit. That thing that they put out was from 2005. Don't panic about it, mate. I saw all that crap that they was trying to say. Idiots, mate. Idiots, and they? A lot of them. Like, they will try anything, won't they, to say it. But it was all from 2005, mate, if you look into it. Mikey, not allowed anymore. Good night, Daz. Good night, mods. All in the chat. Take care. It wasn't, says Mikey. Mikey, mate, when I looked into it, apparently it was. Apparently, they just photoshopped certain parts of it, but yeah. The original document was from 2005, is what I looked up, but we didn't play Roma in 005. I'll look into it again, Mikey. I'll look into it again. Or, Mikey, if you've got something that you've looked into it yourself, send it my way, buddy. Send it my way, and I'll have a look. Because when I looked it up, apparently, the actual original document was a picture from 2005 and someone had photoshopped it to make it look like it was from this year, if that makes sense. But if it was a fix, then I don't know how they'd get away with it. I really don't, because it sounds a little bit crazy, doesn't it? Maybe what we do, maybe we'll have to have a live stream about it, Mikey. But once I actually know about it, because like, I actually thought it was genuinely just like bullshit, to be fair. Because I don't know how they could do that. They picked it live, didn't they? They picked it live, actually. I was watching it live. How can they fix that? Do you know what I'm saying? I just find it weird. I know apparently the picture, they was like, it was Roma, wasn't it? Selling tickets and stuff. Like, for the game or something, is what I read. So, Michael, Daz, I still can't get into your website. You still can't get onto it, Michael? Did you register? Michael, have you registered with your email? If you registered with your email, I will go on and have a look, mate. Let me know what your email address is, Michael, and I will go on and I'll have a look and I can accept your email address so that you'll just be able to log in anyway, buddy. Mike says apparently they put some balls in the freezer or something along them lines, so some are cold. Huh? I'm well confused, Mike. Put some balls in the freezer. Oh, shit. That actually makes sense now. So they could tell by picking up the cold ones. Well, that's a conspiracy on its own, isn't it? Holy shit balls. Like there are 4 balls in a pot, yeah. That is a conspiracy on its own, man. Mikey, mate, we need to do some digging. We need to look into this, guys. We need to look into this. It's got me thinking now, Mikey. It's got me thinking. Then they put 2 in the freezer so they know which is which. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was thinking, how can they pick it? The balls are heated, says Paul. I am like... I didn't know none of this, guys. Honestly, I've been so busy with the move. I literally just saw this the other day. Michael sent me this. Mikey, I've just copied that, buddy. I'll go on and have a look. As long as you've registered it, Michael, I'll go on and have a look, mate. See if it's popped up to me, and I'll accept it for you so that you should be able to register with your email address that you put in and whatever password you add. I'll sort that for you. You should be able to log in by tomorrow, because I'll have to do it tomorrow, because once I shut this down, I'm going to get me head down because I'll have to get it all into it to sort it. Yeah, this is madness, guys. I didn't even know about all this. But it does make sense that they'd be able to pick it because they'd be able to tell the difference, wouldn't they? Good night, guys. Yeah, good night, Paul. Lads, I'm going to get off because I'm absolutely shattered, but we will resume this conversation, guys, but at a later date once I've done a bit of research. Because I didn't know. I clicked on a link just about it and I was like, that's bullshit, because the thing that I clicked on, they were saying it's a document from 2005. And someone just photoshopped it to make it look like 2018. And they put in about the Roma game, Roma versus Liverpool and all that. So I didn't bother looking into it anymore. Do you know what I mean? So I was literally like, Michael says I tried to register with my email, but I found it hard to do it. Okay, Michael, I'll have a look. So did you you registered? You typed in your email. Has it come up telling you that it will send you an email? Did you put in a password and things like that? Has it told you that it's going to send you an email? Because you need to make sure you've done that part. Otherwise I won't be able to accept you anyway, because it has to send you an email to your email address for me to even accept it. If not, I'll have to create you an account and send you the details some other way or whatever, mate. Mikey says, night, Daz. I've been a legend. You've been on the bench. I'll see you later. Love it. Take care, Mikey, mate. I'll speak to you in the next one, buddy. So it's been tonight, boys. Night, Tom. Night, Thomas, mate. Night, guys. Good night, Michael, mate. Tom Conley, night, Dad's very interesting. 2 hot and 2 cold balls. Could happen. Could indeed, Tom. It could happen. Right. I'm going to do some digging, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends. See you in the next one. Yes, I did, but I couldn't get in. Okay, Michael. I will sort it, buddy. Speak to you later, buds. Take it easy.